Welcome back to Grit Gym. I'm Adam Reese, and we're going to go over 3 different strength exercises that you can use that are safe, they're effective, and they're going to help us posteriorly tilt the shoulder blade. They're going to help us elevate the shoulder blade. They're going to upwardly rotate the shoulder blade by turning on that serratus anterior and using your shoulder in a pattern that helps us stay out of injury and exercise in a way that that keeps it from feeling hurt. You know, when I first started doing this stuff, I pounded and I pounded and I pounded the hell out of this thing until my body just basically gave out, and I just kept on trying to work through it, and my shoulder just kept on feeling worse, kept on feeling worse, kept on feeling worse. But you got to bench press, right? No, you don't. We're going to show you some exercises that can replace the bench press and still get you the same effect, only better, so that you can work out the way that you need to. Or the way that you want to, in order to push out into your life the way that you need to. And I really do wish that just one single program, one single exercise, one single way got it done for everybody. But the reality is that just no one program is going to suffice everybody's needs. You know, there's going to be specifics that there might be some things that there's a system to this thing, but you know, with my shoulder, it didn't just help to just do one thing. It was a combination of a lot of different things, and it's going to be that same way for you too. So definitely sign up for a program design session at gritgym.com/PDS, and you can come out here, or we can jump on Skype and we can look at your shoulder, we can look at how it moves, we can look at what might at your alignment, what might be going wrong. And with your alignment, I mean, with all these other videos that we've gone over so far, we figured out why it's more important to stretch the lat than it is to stretch the trap if you have tension in your trap. Okay, go back and watch some of the other videos if you haven't seen that. But definitely sign up for a program design session. Come out here, get on the phone with us, or get on a Skype call with us where we get video, and we will get a program written specific to you so that you can work out the way that you need to in order to push out into your life the way that you want to. And the first exercise that we're going to go over is just a goblet carry. Okay, goblet position is fantastic, not to be underestimated. So this is a kettlebell. You can do this with a dumbbell too, and you're just getting nice and tall. Like, look at what has to happen for me to hold position of this kettlebell and not fall into a kyphotic position. I have to erect that upper back, pull my shoulders in, get those shoulder blades sucked into the rib cage in a hold position here. All the while I'm holding an isometric at my shoulder. I'm getting a little grip action into this too. And the thing is, with your grip, your rotator cuff is dependent on your grip. So if you want your rotator cuff to really kick into the exercise, you got to grip. Okay. So the goblet carry is an excellent way to not put extra stress on the shoulder, and just like we talked about with the scalene sternocleidomastoid and the subclavius, the referred pain is down the back of the arm and in the front of the shoulder. Well, if we hold it down here, it's going to pull us down. If we hold it up here, we're actually taking pressure off of those muscles so that we can still get the benefit out of the exercise. There's also a ton of core reference here, so we're shifting from one leg to the other leg while we're carrying this weight. But also when we put our arms out in front of ourselves, just like this, and then we add weight to that, it makes these muscles up front kick on, okay? And we want those to kick on. We want that to happen, okay? Because if that happens, that's a function of life. You know, like if you need to go do anything, you need these guys to kick on. I'm not talking about just your six-pack muscle. I mean all of them. You need that super stiffness that creates where you're stronger than the sum of the parts. Okay, you want that to happen. All right, so with the goblet carry, we're getting the isometric here, we're getting a good grip, we're getting a rotator cuff to kick on, and we're staying up in good position, take pressure off any of the referred pain that might have been going on. The next one that we can get to is a landmine press. So the bar is just down there in a pivot. You can put this in the corner of a squat rack, whatever, but you need a bar, obviously. Now we're going to get a good grip on this, and we're going to try to press it. Now the thing is, we're not pressing at it like that. We are trying to get up underneath the bar. So it's almost, if you keep a vertical forearm and press up, we're engaging in almost an overhead press. But remember, not a lot of people can get their arms straight up overhead without a significant rib flare. And they get up there and they have pain. We don't want to be exercising with pain. We don't, like, if there's pain present, that's a signal that something is going wrong and you need to stop. Okay, so we're going to hold on to this. And we're going to simulate an overhead press, and when we do that, we're going to get that shoulder blade to upwardly rotate, we're going to get that shoulder blade to posteriorly tilt, and we're going to get that shoulder blade to elevate just a little bit, which is going to make your shoulder health go through the roof, versus on a bench press where you're depressing, you're holding it in position, your shoulder blade can't move around a lot. So we're here, vertical forearm, think of that thing going straight up, and this muscle right here, that serratus anterior right in the front of the rib, we should feel that fire up as we go. So we're coming back down, pressing up and through, okay? If you feel that going, you're doing it right. If you don't feel that going, you're doing it wrong, okay? If you just feel it in your upper tract, you're probably doing this. We don't want that. We want that upper tract to be fairly relaxed. We want that serratus anterior to be kicking in, and past that, it's basically just an overhead press. We're trying to get that muscle to kick in. See how my shoulder blade's hanging out? Now it's not. Now it is. Now it's not. All right, so we want that shoulder blade sucked into the rib cage, and we want to upwardly rotate into that so that the shoulder can do the thing that it's meant to do. Remember, the shoulder blade is, or the shoulder just in general is this fascinating joint. It's just kind of floating out here. It can move all over the place, and we tend to think it's just this part that moves all over the place. We pin that shoulder blade down, we lock it down, don't let it move. That's about as far as I can go. If we let that shoulder blade wrap around, we get all this movement, and that's what you want. You want a lot of free movement with your shoulder, but with all of that movement, with all that ability to range around, we need a ton of stability to go along with it. That's where that serratus anterior comes in, which is this muscle that is kicking it in to hold position, to posterior tilt, and upwardly rotate that shoulder so that you can pull off that overhead press the way that you need to, so that your shoulder can do the thing that it needs to, so that you can push out in your day the way that you want to. All right, shoulder pain is one of those things that just sucks. I don't know how to say it. It sucks. It's kind of debilitating. You know, you go to do anything, and your shoulder just feels like it can't do what it needs to do. And you need to go out in your life and do the things you need to do because your day is important. You know, I don't care if you're a business owner, you're an entrepreneur of some kind, you're a mom, you're a teacher, you're, you know, whatever you are, you're a coach. You have a very important job, and I want to make sure that this thing isn't holding you back from being able to do that very important job. Okay, the last one that we're going to do is we're going to do an isometric. So with this one, make your hand go like that, fit it into the groove there, wrap that pinky around and then the rest of the fingers, and then you're going to hold it here and you're going to walk. Okay? With this, I'm going to have to stabilize that bell up on top. It's going to feel like it's going all over the place. That creates a little bit of instability. So my grip really has to tighten down. My serratus anterior has to kick through to hold that shoulder blade in position. And then also, I think it's probably easier to see on the right side, and I get switch hands. Okay? See how I'm basically doing an overhead press there, but I'm holding position. It's an isometric overhead press, okay? And then my rotator cuff is having to hold position because this thing's going all over the place, right? So I'm having to get a lot of strength out of that move to be able to carry me along. And then we got we've got a combination of kind of the landmine press with the goblet carry because our abs are kicking on, that serratus anterior is kicking on, they're working in conjunction with each other, increasing your strength, decreasing your energy leaks, decreasing your chance of getting injured, increasing your energy throughout the day because now you're using less energy to do the same things that you were doing before. Okay, so those are three different exercises. We've got the landmine press, we've got the goblet carry, and we've got, we call it a one kettlebell bottoms up flexed arm walk. I mean, nomenclature is like the bane of my existence in this industry. Everybody calls everything something different. But if you're interested in figuring out what exercises are not to be in your program or should be in your program, sign up for a program design session. It's gritgym.com/PDS, okay? And you'll come out here or we'll jump on Skype. We'll figure out what exercises are going to work best for you. Exercise is not this one-all-fits thing the fitness industry wants you to believe. It is not. That is not accurate. It could not be more inaccurate. Okay, there are subtle differences and sometimes great differences between people, between individuals, that if we put an exercise in front of them, it could either be the right exercise and help them thrive, or it could be the wrong exercise and get them injured. I mean, it is a drastic difference in just one little minor tweak with one exercise, and that's before we even start training the exercise and figure out how to do it better and better. But anyway, go to gritgym.com/PDS, sign up for your program design session. It'll be well worth all the money that you spend on it. I know that everything that has gone into our system has been tested. It's been tested over hundreds of clients in here at Grit Gym. Originally used on me because the reason I know so much about the shoulder is because I've had so many shoulder problems in the past. Okay? I've had 2 third-degree shoulder separations. I had a dislocation. I cracked the growth plate. I've done just about everything. I pitched in college. I played football in college. I wrestled in college. You know, I got a lot of miles on the shoulder. I benched and benched and benched and benched and did a ton of chin-ups, and I did everything wrong. And the reason that I know a lot about this stuff is partially because I got injured so much, partially because I already made all the mistakes, and partially because I am just an obsessive about learning about this stuff. And it was originally just a selfish endeavor to try to make my shoulder better. And then one day I realized, like, man, I know a lot about this stuff, and I'm using it with all my clients, and a lot of them are having really good success. And I need to put this stuff on social media so that more people can be helped with it. So sign up for a program design session so I can help you out. And really, it's not going to be me. It's me just pointing a direction. It's you that has to do it anyway. So gritgym.com/PDS. Please head over there, get signed up. But these are 3 different strength exercises that you can implement into your workout that are very worthy, that are, for the most part, most people are going, a high percentage of people are going to benefit from doing these and not going to find themselves getting injured. For one, they're all self-limiting. You're not going to be able to do too much weight and because the body's just going to stop you. It's going to drop the weight, or it's not going to be able to, it's just going to be obvious when you get there that you won't be able to pull it off. But these are 3 worthy exercises that you can implement in your strength routine. Tomorrow, we're going to be back with another shoulder video. Definitely stop in for that one. Otherwise, we're out. Go to gritgym.com/PDS, sign up for your program design session, and we'll see you soon.